Welcome, everybody. It's been a while, but so glad to see you again. Welcome to Midnight's Edge After Dark. No, there's nothing wrong with your clock. We're just a little early because we have the boss man, Andre, with us today. So we're going to talk about some Star Wars. Kevin Feige. A whole lot more. Welcome. So glad to have so many of you folks with us tonight. I don't know, it's just not the same without the kazoo. So Rob has to hurry up. But anyway, welcome everybody. As I said, with us tonight, we have a special guest for a little bit. Andre's joined us. How you doing, Andre?
Well, greetings, everyone. I'm good. Starting to be quite late here, but we'll make it a little while.
Yeah, well, we tried to do our best to start a little early so it wasn't so late, but yeah. Mr. Tickletrunk already sent us a super sticker. Thank you so very much. Let me see what it is. It is a little Sheba farting hearts. Why should I not have known? And Superman actually says, "What up? I like Superman. Nice to meet you." Welcome, everybody. It's Thursday. We haven't had a show in a while. There's been some news outside of the obvious chaos going on, but we also have with us tonight Script Doctor. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How's everybody doing today?
Hopefully doing well. We also have Mecha Random with us.
Hello.
And she has a Rob somewhere in the background there. I don't know if he's going to pop in individually or if he's just going to talk.
He's signing in right now, it looks like.
Okay, so he's going to come in his own thing. All right, so we'll have Rob in here as well soon. Oh, and we already got a super chat from Stephen Otten. Says it's always 6:30 somewhere. Well, that's true. We usually don't start till like 6:30 when we're supposed to start at 6. So there you go. We're early, but we're still not technically early for some people. So whatever. And we got Parrot Head and Alpha J in the chat. Thank you so much, everybody, for filing in here. We appreciate seeing you on this Thursday evening. So welcome, Rob. Welcome to the festivities. How you doing?
Oh, fantastic.
I see you uploaded a video to your channel today.
Yeah. I mean, the stupidity of STD could not go unchallenged.
So yeah, Rob did finally upload a new video, so check that out on his channel, Robot Shlomo, the only Robot Shlomo on YouTube, as he'll remind you. Tiberius Monk sent us $5, says, to the U.S. Midnighters, be well and safe today. Stay strong. Appreciate the great work of Midnight's Edge. Well, thank you so much, Tiberius Monk. And yeah, these are some topsy-turvy times, but we're going to try to avoid getting into all that. We're just going to talk about some entertainment, what little there is. But a pretty big story came out today. This isn't brand new news, but we've got some new news added to it. Kevin Feige's Star Wars movie has landed a writer and a director, I believe, or I don't know if he's directing.
He's a writer and producer.
He's producing and writing. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me send this story on over to Rob so he can take the reins. But yeah, real quick, Andre, what was your first initial reaction to hearing about we've got some movement on the Feige project?
Well, the very first thing I'm thinking is that, we wondered what was happening with it, and now it's coming right after the end of The Mandalorian second season. So I would imagine that this is a tie-in with that this is kind of like what they're building towards MCU style, and I think it's going to be probably fantastic.
Probably fantastic. You know what he said.
Yeah.
Kevin Feige Star Wars movie lands Loki EP executive producer Michael Waldron as writer. Marvel Studios chief Kevin Feige's a highly anticipated Star Wars project just took a big step forward with Loki executive producer and writer Michael Waldron signing on to write the screenplay. Variety has confirmed. Waldron's work on the Star Wars movie is a part of a larger deal he signed with Disney, suggesting a long-term relationship with the company and its live-action divisions, along with his duties on Disney Plus series Loki. Waldron recently wrote the upcoming Marvel Studios feature Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Waldron first cut his teeth in the business working on various projects for Dan Harmon. Oh, Dan Harmon, cool. Including Rick and Morty and Community. He recently executive produced and co-wrote the Stars drama Heels, about a family of pro wrestlers, starring Stephen Amell and Alexander Ludwig. Disney first confirmed that Feige was developing a Star Wars feature in September 2019, but otherwise, Lucasfilm and Feige have remained tight-lipped about the project. Meanwhile, Lucasfilm has aggressively expanded its Star Wars slate for Disney+. During Disney's Investor Day presentation in December 2020, Lucasfilm's president Kathleen Kennedy announced 10 more series for the streamer in the wake of the success of The Mandalorian. By contrast, the company's been far more conservative about its Star Wars feature slate. At the same Investor Day's presentation, Kennedy formally announced just 2 new Star Wars movies. The first, Rogue Squadron, will be directed by Patty Wonder Woman 1984. How can I make a movie this bad? Jenkins, and is slated to open December 2023. The second film, untitled film, will be directed by Taika Waititi from a script by Waititi and Christy Wilson Cairns, 1917. But Kennedy did not mention Feige's project, nor a Star Wars feature in development from Slate director, J.D. Dillard and Luke Cage writer Matt Owens. Deadline first reported Waldron's deal. We also, you know what, Tom, they also forgot to mention that there's that, and now you see my big head, there's that a feature, there's a series from...
I like all the Star Wars, Bond.
From Leslie Headland. Yeah, it's the official Leslie Headland action figure. So I like that joke, even though nobody else does. Let's okay. So anyway, exciting news. Okay, I guess this guy's this guy knows what he's doing.
I've heard of him. I know he used to work on the Harmon Quest. It's a role playing not really television show, but I think it was on the YouTube channel.
They played Dungeons and Dragons, yeah.
They played Dungeons and Dragons, but I know he started up as a production assistant on Community. So I think he's been kind of like one of Dan Harmon's like go-to guys since Community started, I think. So this is actually not a bad call, because Community is a very well-written show. And even though it's in comedy, it doesn't it does borrow and draw on a lot of pop culture and stuff through the character of Abed. So he should have the skill set necessary to pull this off. And the fact that he's already got a Marvel show and a film of a prominent Marvel character under his belt, which had been done, that deal was done like years ago. I think that bodes well for him in the direction for Star Wars, at least on this part of the front. Or maybe it doesn't. I don't know.
I think we lost everybody else.
Yeah, I would also like to think that this is just like another like sign that the Marvel guys are taking over with even more Marvel talent in Star Wars, which very telling.
Yeah, and nowhere did they mention KK.
Well, one thing to note is that this is actually kind of, it's a little bit on the double-edged sword type of things, because if you do look at his resume, it does seem kind of thin, but he's been around for a long time, as long as I have. So I don't think we have any concerns here based on the quality of work that he's been involved with. I think he's might have a good team around him to make sure he's giving us great output. But yeah, I can see some people who maybe not like the direction that Disney's going with Star Wars say, well, he doesn't have a whole lot of credits, and to that they're true, but doesn't mean that the quality is not there. I mean, one thing that Hollywood is notorious for is they do overlook a lot of people that are quite talented and quite skillful, because there are deals that are done with friends or with family or what have you that can kind of circumvent that. For instance, conversely, we have The Acolyte, with as Rob said, with Leslie Headland. Like she's got a bunch more credits, but she's got a different type of world in Hollywood that allowed her to get her show put into development. And Rob's still muted.
She likes all the Star Wars, though, Script. Don't you understand that?
She likes all the Star Wars.
There is no favorite Star Wars movie. There is just all the Star Wars. There's just Star Wars.
I like all the Star Wars, Bond. What's wrong with that? Anyway, no, I was trying to find here what the source was for the story. It just says Variety is confirmed. They don't say where. I wonder if this was a leak. I'm curious, Andre, if maybe this wasn't.
If Variety has confirmed, or sources has told Variety, or it's exclusive to Variety, it's a controlled leak, a
That's what
backdoor
I'm saying.
announcement. Yeah,
I'm thinking this is in response to the high ass Republic.
Could be.
I would not be surprised if it is. I would not be surprised if this is the Favreau faction responding like, we're going to drop this. Let's see what causes more excitement.
Yeah.
I would not be surprised if that's what's behind it.
Is that a Baby Yoda pendant?
It is, but don't you dare click on it because you don't want to know how much it is.
Oh, I think I do. It looks like it's real
Take a
gold,
guess.
and that's for me.
Take a guess.
1,300.
Oh no, half that, but
Okay.
still.
Okay, it's still way more expensive than Baby Yoda is worth.
Yeah, it's like $600.
I want it. Okay, but I got a PO box. Who's sending it?
Somebody sends that to me. Yeah, fuck, whatever.
Baby, I need baby.
I like Baby Yoda, but not that goddamn much. As far as who's directing this is a kind of a strange move. I thought it'd be somebody a little bit more. Oh, he's not directing it again. I got to remember that. He's just writing it, right? That's what the story says.
Yeah, he's writing it and possibly co-producing as well.
Not directing. Okay.
No, I think I don't know who's going to be directing. I would. He's never directed anything before, so if that was his first venture, that's a little risky.
No, it doesn't say that. I fucked that up. That was me. But I'm still curious who's going to direct this. So, and what this is all going to be. But that means this is shaping up, I guess, or starting to take off a little bit.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if the first draft's already been submitted.
Well, I think this the bigger part of the story is what I was just talking with Andre about.
Two words, Tom. Joe Johnston.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Well, Ben Burt, where are all these people that were actually part of Star Wars that are still alive? They could be working on this stuff. But anyway, no, I think what I was asking Andre is, I think that's what this was, a backdoor leak. It's kind of like, oh, you're High Republic? That's cute.
Yeah, that's certainly what I would be inclined to believe.
I'm thinking so. I mean, again, I'm just speculating here, but anyhow,
I think this is a good call for now. I mean, I hope it ends up being legit and it goes.
Well, we haven't even seen Loki, but another thing that kind of came out today, so it probably came from the same leaker, is that they're already working on Loki season 2, evidently, for the Disney shows.
Well, that's great.
Really. Actually, somebody just brought up in the chat. He says, hey, with the strong ties to Dan Harmon, don't count out the Russo brothers.
They've been on the Mandalorian set.
Yeah,
they have indeed. And imagine what a coup that would be. The Avengers Infinity War and Endgame directors on Star Wars would be complete Marvel reunion.
Well, didn't I say that back
pedigree?
Well, they did the Winter Soldier too, so they also got that under their.
Yeah. I think it's a very, very good shot that could happen. That they could be the ones ending up directing this. I would not be surprised, not in the slightest, if that were to happen.
Oh, that would be a big old steaming pile of shit on anything KK is doing. But anyway, no, I remember saying something about that when they first announced this. I was like, oh, wouldn't that be interesting if they got the Russo brothers to direct a Star Wars movie? But yeah, I think we're gonna hear more about this. But I think the more interesting part is where it comes from. I'd like to know, because they don't say. They just say it has confirmed. So it's got to be someone close enough, or it's got to be Michael's agency or something that confirmed it. I don't know.
Rose personal assistant or something.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wish they would have said who. I hate that when they do that, when they say something's confirmed and they don't say by whom. Disney first confirmed, but they don't say who confirmed this. Yeah. So I think it'll be interesting to see where that goes. That's the pretty big news right now going on. There was some sad news in the happenings. somebody that you actually got to meet. You said once, Andre. Sadly, Marion Ramsey passed away at 73. You may know her best as Hooks in, I think, pretty much all the Police Academy movies. I think she was even in Part 7, if I'm not mistaken.
Did she also voice her character for the cartoon show?
No, I don't think anybody did for that. The voice work in that show was horrible. But yeah, sad loss. I mean, not like a huge actress in Hollywood per se, but anybody who grew up in the 80s, you've seen Police Academy. I mean, come on. And who didn't like books?
I love the Police Academy. I know it's a guilty pleasure, but we all have our guilty pleasures, and that's one of mine.
And of course, anybody who listens to the show, we talk about Police Academy, on a fucking weekly basis?
Yeah, pretty much all the time. Police Academy fan. Love it.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I brought this up on the other review earlier when this first came out when we were talking about Star Trek. But yeah, I even, poke fun at Jane Theory saying she's going to be the Hooks of the Phantom Menace because one of these days she's going to lose it with her little soft little voice and she's just going to be like, "All right, shut up, everybody!" It's it's sad. I hate that this happened. Especially she's not that old. 73 is not old.
No, but she was a prolific stage actor, and did a lot of television during those years as well. So
yeah. Diego Flores says he has all the movies, and it's a very sad loss to the fandom. Oh, definitely, yeah. Not only that, if there was going to be any kind of because there's been talks for years of like a reboot or a rebootquel, as I like to call them. Which I've always said, if you're going to do it right. Bring back what you can of the original cast, have them be the trainers and all that kind of stuff at the police academy.
Do another sequel. That's the way to do it.
And it's not like Steve Gutenberg's doing anything. At least nothing important anyway. Willie Woodward sent us one a little bit before when we were talking. He says, "Hey, have you heard the crazy stuff Sony's international people are, I think you trying to say, are doing to Spider-Man?" No. Ooh, this is the first I've heard anything about anything Spider-Man. Let me see what's going on.
So, anyway. Yeah, man. And like I said, 73, not that old.
Yeah.
Well, while I'm looking up that stuff, Andre, you had mentioned earlier you'd met her, but you didn't really tell the circumstances.
Yeah, no, actually, it was the very first time I was at a convention because I was living. This would have been in the fall of 2005. And then I was living in the UK. I did my master's in Bath Spa University, and that's just a couple of hours drive away from Birmingham. And in Birmingham, there was a sci-fi convention, and I'd never been to any one of those. But one of my British friends who lived at the same dormitory, he said, "Hey, let's check out this convention. You haven't been to one, so let's do that." And I said, "Yeah, all right, that was pretty cool." So we went there, and it was very cool. That was like the only time I was starstruck. Was the first time I met Doug Bradley, which was there, and I got to meet Lou Ferrigno, and I got to meet the now dearly departed alongside Leslie Easterbrook, who were both there representing Police Academy. Wow. So I had like a brief chat with them, got the signed DVD cover and a signed picture. So I have that. I have like a picture of the two of them signed, and also a picture of me with them, I believe somewhere.
Cool.
So yeah, that was very cool.
I'd love to see that.
So it was really, really cool and really opening, warm, welcoming. She was, and she really had. I got the impression that she hadn't done many conventions before, certainly not in Europe, and like they both had a blast. They were like really talkative. So yeah, that was cool.
I agree, Tiberius Monk, in the sense that Police Academy should get a Cobra Kai style show. If you mean, yeah, as long as it stays in the same tradition of the original movies, hell yeah. Is this real, Hillis Mallory? I hope you're just making shit up. Because I know they are working on a reboot kind of thing of Night Court. Steve Gutenberg is the judge? No.
I don't know about that. I know he's doing. He's been working a lot.
I
Just
hope
not
he's
in
just
very
goofing.
prolific things. Yeah.
I think he's goofing. We'll take it as a goof for now. But on the Spider-Man note, Willie sent me the thing, but it's in Spanish, so he's going to send me the translation here in a second. But let me see if I can share this here on screen. I can't. I can make out some of it, but like, yeah, if it'll even let me.
Tom, there is a Night Court reboot in the works.
I do. I know that.
Yeah.
I said that, but
okay. John Larroquette and Melissa
John
Rauch.
Larroquette was supposed to be the lead. That's what.
And Melissa Rauch of The Big Bang Theory.
Yeah, she's like the producer or whatever. That's what I heard. Yeah. So I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I think her and her husband are co-producing that, which
producing team or some shit. Yeah. All right, now I think I got this thing up here. Again, it's in Spanish, I believe. So, can you guys see it?
Sony Pictures. Ustedes que les pidieron a los Reyes Magos, espero que se hayan portado bien y que les traigan alguno de los regalos que más quieren. Now,
okay, get the missus and get her in here to fucking translate.
E-I-E-I-O.
Let's see. You who Los Reyes Magos. That was yesterday because that's like a Spanish holiday, like the three kings, like the three wise men. So that's like and espero something. The hope you are all doing well. That's probably not it. Like this looks like a seasonal greetings of some kind.
Yeah, I can only read a little bit of it.
Yeah, because here you also have like, and it's hashtagged movies and gifts. But I don't see anything important in here. It looks just like an ordinary seasonal greeting, at least the tweet itself. So maybe in the
Sketch
letter.
Therapy says it's asking what the three kings brought you.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, exactly.
And wishing you well. It's a nice letter. Okay.
Yeah.
I have no idea then what Willie's talking about, but all right. It's a gift list because the three wise men bring us gifts in Spain and Latin America on the 6th of January.
Yeah, you see. Okay. I knew some stuff.
Google Translate. Yeah, but that'd be too easy, Larry. We got to sit here and guess. Oh, we got Mexican Iron Man. Yeah. I think I could probably send him the link. I don't know what kind of shape you're in, buddy, but
I don't have my sounds up, so I can't play his theme.
Oh, we missed his theme. Because I hope you're doing well, Mexican Iron Man. If you can talk, then I'll send you the link so you can translate this. But otherwise, I ain't gonna bother you.
I give the bare bones version.
No.
Nah.
Don't. Okay. I'm not sure if this is really as controversial as Willie thinks. So what's the deal?
Previous Spider-Man are getting more movies too. Apparently, that's what he said in the chat. I don't know if that's the case in this translation.
There's nothing like saying anything about Spider-Man in there that I can say. It's a question like, what do you want? Yeah, that seems like that.
Talks about Spider-Man movies of each Spider-Man, Venom 2, Will Smith and Men in Black, and more Hotel Transylvania. Okay. Does that mean, I don't think it's insinuating that Will Smith's coming back to Men in Black, but that'd be the only way I could see them doing it.
Well, that's the only way they could save Men in Black.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, yeah. I'm okay, but on a sell it, Kaiser getting okay. Well, you take care of yourself, man. Yeah, we got it. I think we got her pretty much figured out anyway. So thank you, and you take care of yourself, buddy. Yeah. So I'm not so sure this is anything to worry about. It would be cool if Will Smith went back to Men in Black, though. I'm not gonna lie there. Even though I know some people don't like him. Hey. Men in Black is done. Yeah, without him, it's done. That's kind of what I'm saying. That's the only thing they could do to bring it back.
Well, you mean Tessa Thompson's not adequate replacement for Will Smith? I mean, wow, come on there. No, I'm only kidding. That's
They wasted Liam Neeson in a science fiction movie.
I haven't seen it yet. I have it. I just haven't watched it. I got it for like dirt cheap, like last year, Black Friday. And it's sat in plastic all this time. I haven't watched it. I have no desire. I don't even know why I bought it other than it was cheap. I think I got it for like $5 or some shit. Or a 4K disc.
I still haven't seen it, and I'm not going to.
Yeah. What did we ask from the Three Kings? Hope you were good. They bring you all the gifts you wanted the most. Oh, shit. I'm fucked. What about you guys?
Well, they gave me a healthy prostate, so.
At your age, that's all a man could ask for.
That's actually the healthiest thing any man could hope for is a healthy.
I think all of us just basically just wish we could go outside. That'd be the one thing I think most of us wish is just so we can just go out again and be normal. And then other than that,
I just you know what the thing I want to go out for a beer. That's all without having to worry about anything.
I would just life to be back to semi-normal would be nice. I would even take 2016 at this point. That's how bad things are getting.
At least go out on the street and complain.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. And you didn't have to worry about YouTube shutting you down. Interesting. Well, we did have some fun news. And I don't know if Andre's going to stick around for this one.
Well, do it real quick, then maybe.
We'll see how quick.
A couple more minutes.
Mecca and Rob have no idea about this story. So I got to prepare them.
Uh-oh.
I found the greatest story ever for Midnight's Edge After Dark. Here we go. Ernie Hudson wants to return as Monroe Kelly. Congo 2. Now, of course, let's preface this with this is obviously just somebody asking Ernie Hudson, kind of like when people give that poor girl fucking Alicia Silverstone the delusion that she still has a career, and they ask her, would you return to Batwoman or Batgirl or whatever? See, now I'm calling Batgirl Batwoman. See, that's how fucked up that shit is. And the Congos go wild. That's right. Look at them all.
Hey, Tom, you are responsible for Congo sales taking off on Amazon.
I know I am, because we watched it that one time. They had to reorder Congo because of us. And I had the proof. People are like, I just ordered it.
Frank Marshall must be sitting there and saying to Kathy, I told you Congo was gonna find its audience one day.
Look, I just got a $10 check for Congo. Explain that shit. Tell me Congo ain't gonna happen. We're gonna have dinosaurs and sharks in it. Oh, and Ernie Hudson. Oh shit. Of course this probably isn't gonna happen, but what does it say, Rob, as far as the whole deal? It looks like talking to comicbook.com.
Yeah, Ernie Hudson wants to return as Monroe Kelly from Congo 2. If Ernie Hudson can revisit any role of his career, he'd pick Monroe Kelly from 1995 movie.
You think he's been listening to us?
Maybe. Ernie, if you're out there, give us a sign, okay? If you're in this,
if you really are into this, like the next time somebody asks you, be like, yeah, and I hope they put dinosaurs and sharks in it. Then we'll know. Then we'll know. Congo 2. Why the fuck not?
Well, you can always tweet him. Ernie Hudson's on Twitter.
That's true. Do I have him on my Twitter? I'll have to check. Thank you for that, Stephen Otten. And then Diego Flores says, Frank, the dream is happening. Now you can get more Colombian white. The good stuff.
Oh, okay. Ernie Hudson is game to return as Monroe Kelly. Why do I say it Monroe? Monroe Kelly in Congo 2, if a sequel to 1995 movie ever gets made. Directed by Frank Marshall, written by John Patrick Shanley. Congo is based on the original Michael Crichton novel of the same name. It starred Ernie Hudson as Captain Monroe Kelly, leader of a group tasked with searching the vicious gorilla-filled Congo to find missing diamond hunting team. Speaking with comicbook.com, Ernie Hudson was asked which character from his career he'd most like to revisit in a new movie. And this is what the Congo star had to say. Well, the character in Congo, I just had a lot of fun with that character. And unfortunately, the studio, I don't know, it did well at the box office, but I'd love to do that character again. It probably won't happen, but I'd love to recreate that character or revisit that scenario once again in a different part of the world, but more of an adventure. I'd like to do an adventure film.
Well,
so that character.
Hold up. If you do it in a different part of the world, then you couldn't really call it Congo, then, could you?
We could call it Congo 2 South Africa.
Anyway, go ahead, Rob. Sorry.
That's okay. I'd love to see that again. And The Crow it's hard to even think about revisiting that after what happened to Brandon Lee. But yeah, probably Congo would be the one that I'd love to do. It's certainly not just a substitute. There are a few that I don't think I'd want to revisit, but Congo, I think I would. The reason why Hudson is key on revisiting Captain Kelly is that Congo fans continue to tell how much they love the movie to this day. Tom, there you go. On Cameo, where Hudson frequently provides personal video messages to his fans.
We already have a poster.
Just tweet that to him right now, Tom.
Amy Mad. Congo 2, Apes of Wrath. We got Frank Marshall presents a Frank Marshall film, Congo 2, Apes of Wrath, starring Frank Marshall and Ernie Hudson. Written by Frank Marshall, produced by Frank Marshall, directed by Frank Marshall, and music by Van Halen.
How'd you make that? Did you make that with how'd you make that?
Because I'm fucking awesome. You didn't see that before? You might not have been on that show.
I've seen that before.
I just made it real quick one day.
Hey,
that's actually really cool. So,
yeah. Hey, Edith, give me a beer here, huh? The movie about the gorillas is on.
Amy Mad.
Oh yeah, this is the one with the This is the one with the talking monkeys there, Edith. Will you, meathead? Will you pipe down?
The Congo is still on. I think on Amazon. Yeah, you can still buy it on Laserdisc. If I'm not mistaken. Oh shit! Music by Van Halen, yes. And actually, I think I did this before. Sadly, Eddie died, but yeah.
Well, anyways,
it just seemed like the logical step.
He goes on. Now I do these cameo things, which is a lot of fun. Really, during this quarantine, it connected me to the audience, and surprisingly, a lot of people ask, hey, can you do it as Monroe Kelly? A lot of different movies come up, but Congo is the one people will say is their favorite movie. It's certainly in the minds of people, so that's good.
Congo 4K, where are you, RMB? Hey, at least a lot of the effects were practical because they were Stan Winston's wonderful effects, actually. I mean, as cheesy as the movie is, I have like a soft spot for it. And then that's one of the main reasons why, is because it's got such great, physical effects. So, yeah. Anyway, I thought that was a fun little bit of Congo too. Says Mark, get this, it takes place in the Serengeti. But then why would we call it Congo? Just shut up. As long as we got the apes, that's all that matters. Jurassic Park 5 took place in a mansion. No one cared. They still went and saw it. Oh, man. At least Trevorrow apologized for that. Did you guys hear about that?
No, what's this?
He apologized for how bad Lost Kingdom was. And he promises the next one's going to be better.
Well, he's directing the next one.
Yeah, well,
he was only producing the second.
That's what Kathleen Kennedy fucking cost us, was a decent Jurassic World sequel. Because I didn't hate Jurassic World, but I was just like, yeah, it's pretty much the same movie as the other one. But that little short film he released here, what was it, like 6 months ago?
Mm-hmm.
That was awesome. I don't know if you guys saw that or not. But that was really cool. It was the family that was camping and then the T-Rexes show up. It was very reminiscent of the Lost World scene.
No, first I ever hear of it.
Yeah, it was a little short film. It's on YouTube. It's called
It's like the Crustacean Park or something, or
No. It's Jurassic World, but it's just a little short film, and it's like somebody in the chat will remember, I'm sure. But it was like this family camping, and then all of a sudden, a couple T-Rexes show up and start fucking with their trailers. It was pretty cool.
Huh.
I'll remember what it's
Battle
called.
at Big Rock.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
What was it called again? The
Battle at Big Rock. Yeah.
something like because it's the two dinosaurs fight it out. Yeah, I didn't want to give away too much of it. Yeah, Tiberius Monk says I am with Tom. That JP short was incredible. Yeah, it was better than anything we got in the last movie. That's for sure. And it was just a little 8-minute video or whatever. But it was just supposed to be like a teaser or a little, to wet your whistle for the third film kind of thing. Because I think this one's going to actually have the dinosaurs out and about for once. Here we go. Congo 2, Lost in Space. Space apes! Apes in space. Oh, shit. It's called Geriatric Park. No, that's Indiana Jones 5. Oh, shit.
I think it
So,
was also parodied in another movie too, Geriatric Park.
oh, yes. We killed all our news stories real quick.
Wow. Yeah. Well,
Like real quick, considering. But yeah.
Yeah, with that, I think I have to be off as well because it's starting to be really freaking late in my part of the world. We're way past pushing midnight.
It's always a pleasure to have you here, Andre. I think we'll stick around for a little bit longer. But we've killed pretty much the main stories. So glad you were able to join us for all those at least. And we do have a very special guest that's supposed to join us tomorrow morning. I don't want to say anything because I don't want to jinx anything. But other than that, did you want to tease anything for tomorrow or anything coming up, Andre, before you go?
Yeah, no, I just wanted to say be sure to check us out tomorrow at Midnight Sedge in the morning at 9 a.m. LA time and 6 p.m. Central European time. So do check that out.
Yeah, I don't want to jinx it too much because we may not end up with a whole guest. We'll only end up with a quarter of a guest. So I wouldn't want that to happen. If that hint.
Yeah, we'll try to avoid that.
Yeah. Is it Ray Fisher? No. No. It is not Cryborg, as Mr. H called him. I love that, by
that's
the
a
way.
clever one.
Cryborg. Did you hear that one, Rob? Did you see that yesterday? Or did you miss that?
I saw Cryborg.
Fucking Mr. Cryborg. Okay, I'm done.
That's a good one right there.
All right, well, we'll talk to you tomorrow morning, Andre, and you take care.
Yeah, likewise. Take care, everyone.
Yep.
Bye.
And the Camp Cretaceous, that's what you were talking about, I believe.
Yeah.
Nicholas Horton, that's the animated series, is on Netflix set in the movieverse. Oh, so is it good, though? I've avoided it because I just figure, it's for kids. I don't need to see it. Yeah, if it's good, though, I might give it a chance. Because I'll be honest, I was always a big Jurassic Park fan, but Jurassic Park 3 turned me off. And ever since then, it was just like, oh, okay, they're doing another one. When Jurassic World came out, I was just kind of like, yeah, okay. And I just thought it was okay. I didn't think it was that great. So, and then fucking Fallen Kingdom really pissed me off. Russo brothers directed Star Wars film. The men who directed an incredible film, The Winter Soldier, making a Star Wars film. Let us whisper of a dream. Yeah, you never know. The door is possibly open for that. That would be great. No, not quite, James, but you never know. You never know. So, yeah, was there anything on the agenda or anything going on that you guys wanted to discuss? Mecca, what's going on in any other news forums that you've been, because I know you usually keep up on things sometimes we miss.
Oh gosh, what the Ray Fisher, he was crying like a little bitch.
Yeah, we didn't talk about that on here, but we talked about that yesterday on the main channel. But yeah,
who else? Oh, the director for that Cleopatra Anne Boleyn show, not the Cleopatra one, the Anne Boleyn race swap one. She's defending it now by saying, "Oh, this is the most perfect person for the job." Really, I don't believe it.
Hargrave Productions, yes, it's Amy. You figured it out. Amy's sad. Amy's sad. Yeah, other than that, there was the whole Doctor Who news, but I think we talked about that. Or we didn't talk about that on here, though.
But Jodie quitting.
Yeah, I don't think. Well, see, Mr. H yesterday brought up some interesting points. Like, I guess most doctors only go for like 3 years anyway.
Yeah, that's usually the case. I mean, you had Christopher Eccleston who stayed on for 1 season, but a good average run is about 3 seasons for kind of a mediocre, middle of the road sort of doctor. Now, like a Tom Baker, they would have let him just stay on forever. Same thing with David Tennant. I mean, David Tennant, they would have he would still be the doctor right now if he wanted to.
Yeah.
But usually they'll run through a few years just so they don't. I guess so they don't get typecast as the doctor, so they can go on and do other things. Hopefully, unless they've completely destroyed their career. But we'll see. We'll see. Of course, Jodie's people are probably trying to tell her to get the crap out of there because the show isn't doing anybody any favors who are attached to it. We also had 2 of the companions leave this season, so you have Graham and Ryan not coming back.
Yeah, that's the rumor going around.
Well, they're confirm it and deny it. All that. Well, no one's actually denied it. They just keep.
That's what happened. Yeah, yesterday BBC refused to confirm or deny, which is you might as well just say it.
Yeah. I think they just want to kind of search for a new doctor on the down low. Capaldi only lasted about 3 seasons. Same thing with Matt Smith. I think Matt Smith was on about 5, maybe.
Matt Smith was a little longer. He was quite popular for his take, but at least from the normie side of things.
Yeah, the normies liked him.
I was really surprised that they didn't even try to do more with Paul McGann because, I mean, they could tell stories at any time. Like, just because he's the 8th Doctor doesn't mean they can't tell what his adventures were. I think they did Big Finish with him.
Yeah, they've got all kinds of. He is the radio doctor. He's the Big Finish audiobook doctor that people. I guess the radio dramas, not audiobooks. But yeah, he's more. When I went to a convention in the UK a few years back, all the Doctor Who people were there for Paul McGann. I saw him there, and they were there because they were fans of the Big Finish audio dramas because he's the audio drama guy. I think he has probably the most at this point. But I am sad that they don't do more with him because they could tell all these side stories with him, and then regenerate into John Hurt, and that's fine. But I don't think the writing's there, and I think a lot of the writing has been going downhill, even with Stephen Moffat, in my opinion, at least for somebody who watched it as a kid, and then I probably lean a little more towards normie when it comes to Who more recently, but.
Well, yeah, I got out after that pilot for Capaldi for his thing, just because they didn't like how it was written, and I thought Peter Capaldi being robbed of a great role because of not giving it the love and effort that they could have. But the other part too, and it's something that the Doctor Who franchise can do without any issue, is they can pull any Doctor they want and tell an adventure from him because he's a time traveler. It's any point in his history, so. We know that like Matt Smith has got like 100 years where he was doing his own thing. We know Dave Tennant's Doctor had that as well. And then the same thing with Paul McGann. You can tell any story you want. If you want to have a whole season take place in 2021 or 2022, Paul McGann as a time traveler could have just shown up in 2021 and 2022 and done some adventures to save time and space in that era without any contradiction within the rest of the franchise. There's no real limitation other than the fact of how old the actors are and if they're still alive that they want to use them.
Yeah. And Mark C sends a $5 super chat, says, after the Jurassic World, after the last one anyway, I want full-on Cadillacs and dinosaurs. I hear you. Let's get some dino riders, what have you. Look, Mark C, here's a little revelation. If I was actually making movies and shit right now, I'd make movies for like 5 people. We'd have shit like nunchucking dinosaurs. And what that is it'd be dinosaurs with ninjas riding them, but the dinosaurs have huge nunchucks. Okay, like that's the kind of shit I would make.
Like raptors and nunchucks?
Yeah, exactly. Like just fucking crazy shit. If it's got rubber monsters in it and karate, I'm there. Like I would make movies that Rob would just adore. He'd be like, have you seen this movie? It's got dinosaurs, karate, and nunchucks. And boobs.
You'd be like the Rudy Ray Moore of modern.
All it needs is some quicksand, and it'd be the perfect movie.
Hey, dinosaurs go well with quicksand. I can make that happen. it's Mr. Tickle. Do it. Stop teasing. Well, eventually I'll have to crowdfund nunchucking dinosaurs. I mean, it's making Script laugh. Now I gotta make an anime.
Just make a short film first to see if it's viable.
Nunchucking dinosaurs. Yes, it's every bad 90s thing you ever could think of crammed into one thing.
It's a D movie for dinosaurs.
And the bad guys, they're sharks.
That have mastered the ability to like survive out of water.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they're totally like land shark kind of things, like Candygram. I'm just a dolphin, ma'am. Okay, now we got 6 people on board. It's a start. Mecca might watch Nunchucking Dinosaurs. Might.
I mean, it depends on how they look and how they are. I mean, I kind of like kaiju, but I don't know.
Oh, it'll have lots of big monsters fighting each other.
Yeah.
Chuckosaurus. I gotta write this down. Hang on.
Chuckersaurus.
I mean, I think the more ridiculous, the better. Is when.
Oh yeah, I'm talking all out ridiculousness.
Just because movies take themselves too damn seriously, you're there to entertain me. You know, that's why Stumbling Like Snakes on a Plane worked for me.
Exactly. Like I said, that's the kind of shit I'd make, but even more elaborate.
Yeah.
Like
an
snakes
asteroid
on a
hits the
plane,
planet.
not enough. We need dinosaurs on a plane.
So that's what happens. Like the asteroid hits the planet, but instead it opens up like a fissure underneath the Earth's crust where dinosaurs have been living peacefully or whatever for millennia, and then they just kind of come up to the surface.
Let me tell you one absolute in life: monkeys, dinosaurs, and karate make everything better. And if you can add 80s music to that, you're fucking golden.
What about Peter Dinklage in blackface?
Oh fuck, that $1 billion movie right there.
Peter Dinklage riding a raptor with nunchucks.
With nothing but Queen soundtrack blasting. Nunchucking dinosaurs. Mullet Bigfoot.
We need to get to the day and age where they realize that you know we need these ridiculous fun movies at some point. I think that might be the next trend, is just going into the more ridiculous, making more Sharknado type of movies.
Oh shit!
I hate them, but I think they're fun. Or Steve Guttenberg and the Lavalantula series. I don't have any problem with those because they are what they are and they don't take themselves too seriously.
Ronan Blade just changed this whole dynamic. He added cowboys to the mix.
That works.
Oh shit! Wow.
Well, that's kind of similar to Chris Pratt's thing, the Cowboy Ninja Viking that he was trying to do. So you just replaced it with dinosaurs, and you're ready. You just usurped that.
Mind is blown. Mr. Tickletrunk, do all the dinos also have boobs? Asking for a friend. They have chicks with boobs riding them. That part's true.
Yeah, like you could get Sheena. Oh crap! Who's the actress that people thought was dead for a day?
She is dead now, but
she did pass away.
She did pass. Yeah. She was just on, just barely hanging in there, I guess, when the reports came out. Tanya Roberts is who you're thinking of.
Tanya Roberts, yeah. Get lots of Tanya Roberts clones.
There you go. Sheena, yeah. Nelson Charette. You know what's funny? Speaking of that, I just watched. I brought it up earlier on our after we were talking after the show earlier. And I brought up to Script and Andre that I actually watch random, Roger Ebert and Siskel reviews from time to time. I actually watched the Sheena, one of them that had the Sheena review on it like last week, just before this. That's really weird. Teenage Mutant Ninja Dinosaurs on a half raptor. They would squish it. The raptors are little. But no, yeah, you totally would have like a T-Rex and a Triceratops and a raptor, all the cool dinosaurs. Yeah, you could work a pterodactyl. I don't know how much ninja a pterodactyl can do though.
Well, they have like they're the masters of the wind fighting. They just
true. You have a guy riding on. It don't matter as long as you got a guy riding on them, or a monkey, even better yet.
Oh yeah,
monkeys. Or apes. I mean apes. Yeah, gorillas fix everything too. Andre, you got some work done. Looks good.
What?
He's gone. And you said that after he was gone. Unless he's talking about Archie Bunker there. Not sure what you're referring to, Captain Hands, but Keep on hearing.
Yo, Meathead.
Archie. Oh, Archie. Tiberius Monk sends in $5. Fast and Furious dinosaurs. Let's get stupid with this. Nothing Midnight's Edge can say will ever be ridiculous than Theodore Rex. See, Theodore Rex just didn't go far enough. You can't half-ass this shit, right? Theodore Rex is kind of like blowing your load on your fucking date's leg on prom night. It's like you done fucked it up. You got Whoopi Goldberg and talking dinosaurs, and this is what you give us? Fuck. Give me 2 hours. I'll give you something better than that. I forgot the important chesticles. Well, they go without saying, Willie. Like, they're always there. Like, you've got all kinds of like ladies everywhere. Like, it could be the planet of women and dinosaurs. I mean, I'm very open to suggestions on any way we can insert boobs. I will insert boobs into this like SJWs be insert in diversity. Like everywhere. That's my agenda. Boobs. I'm not even a boob guy. I like them. I'm more of a booty guy. But hey, I'll put boobs in there for all my men's friends and the ladies' friends who like. Everybody like. Here's the thing: the only people who don't like boobs are women who don't have them. Mecca.
Really, I know lots of women that don't really have them that love boobs and wish they.
Well,
had
them. Well, should I say the land whales?
I think the only people who don't like them are women who are trying, or who. It's not that they don't have them. It's just that they feel so unattractive themselves. They feel like they're ugly, and they have to make other people.
Yes, that's it. When their guts bigger than their boobs. Okay, should I say that?
And it's not. I don't even think. I think a lot of
time it's not even that. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of time it's just their person. They're so ugly on the inside.
They're self-hating bitches. That's what they are.
Yeah.
Do you like Cherry 2000 world sort of
Bootysaurus Flex. Write that shit down.
Bootysaurus Flex. There you go.
I'm picturing Samuel Jackson or like a pimp style like character. Bootysaurus Flex. The biggest pimp on this side of Planet Dinosaur. That's what I'm saying. Karate, Rob. Lots of karate. Like we're talking
It's just like the opening shot is just like a big karate fight.
T-Rex taking on like a brontosaurus, karate chopping the shit out of him, and then the brontosaurus whips around his big ass tail and does like this whole like air kick thing with his tail.
Tom, do you just have a bunch of like dinosaur action figures lying around?
No, I don't. But if I did,
go on eBay, get a collection of them, just prop up your camera and just play it out. And then
dinosaurs are cool, but monsters are actually cooler than dinosaurs. Like really, if I had my druthers, I'd be making Gremlins or like Godzilla, or King Kong. Actually, I actually would rather make King Kong than Godzilla, but I don't know. I can't guarantee I would make a better King Kong than anybody else has made though. So. But he would definitely be fighting some fucking dinosaurs.
Well, if it was Karate King Kong.
Oh, now we're talking. If King Kong learned karate, that would be like he'd be unstoppable.
Oh yeah, like he takes like say the Golden Gate Bridge and uses that as nunchucks.
That, or he uses wire and ties together two big buildings like the old Twin Towers or something.
or like the Space Needle, Seattle Space Needle.
There you go. Yeah. Hey, Godzilla learned karate? Did he? I'm sure he did at some point. He's kind of doing karate in some of those movies.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to get as ridiculous as redonkulous as like some of the Godzilla. I mean, yeah, in that vein, but I want the effects to be good. I mean, I want them to be like practical for the most part, but you know, I just like monster movies. Give me a rubber monster, I'm happy.
So like throw like Ray Park in a Godzilla or King Kong costume and then have him do martial arts.
That'll work.
Yeah, there we go.
Jackie Chan, he can do it. Or even just like crazy monsters eating half naked chicks. That works too.
Okay.
Matthew Sturgis says with 14.9. Tom, this sounds like Kung Fury with lots of cocaine. This must have. Honestly, I have so many different movie ideas. I have one a day, probably.
Yeah, you have the mind of basically a producer, where all you should have to do is just crowdfund the money and then put
I
it
need
into
like
a
three. Yeah, I just need like three guys who are writing shit down constantly, and then like get so and so on that. Okay, yeah, they know how to write good dinosaur flicks. Michael Jai White. What am I casting him in now?
anything really. He's
Willie's on this, so all right. Well, I know you got your cartoons and stuff too, but like I don't know. I mean, what else could you make as a creature that's doing karate that would be awesome? Like that's the best
kangaroo.
thing. Well, maybe
I mean, they're already boxers, so I guess
Yeah.
that'd be an adversary. You know?
Monkey.
koalas, karate
Monkey.
koalas.
Karate
Yeah.
koalas.
Monkey.
They'll kick your butt and they'll do it in an adorable way.
Well, the monkeys we already got in a band. Remember that, Rob?
Oh gosh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I can't be crossing too much over here. This is what I'm talking about right here. Karate Kong versus Ninja Gremlins. Yes. Now, Daryl, you're hired. I ain't got no money yet, but you're hired.
I like the way he thinks.
I like the way he thinks. Mark C says we need Aussies riding mutated kangaroos with boxing gloves. We already got dinosaurs. But I like your thinking style, Mark. We're getting there. You gotta come up with that's just a little too on the nose, maybe. But we're getting there. Karate koalas, now we're talking. See, like that's not a normal thing. Because koalas are notoriously lazy fucks.
No one here is lazy as sloths, but definitely
they're lazy fucks. They like
Yeah.
to get high and sit around and fuck all day. That's all they do. Let's be real. Shaolin crocodiles, maybe. But would a crocodile really follow the way of Shaolin? I don't know. That's a good question. Mecca's been awfully quiet. I know she's got ideas on this shit. Because she's seen all these crappy movies.
Which crappy movies?
Oh, you've seen all. See, I don't actually really like those movies that are trying to be bad. My trick would be like you think you're getting into like a bad movie, but it ends up actually being severely entertaining. And I mean that in the best way possible. Just like it's so batshit fucking crazy, like balls to the wall. Like think any Carol canon 90s, 80s, 90s movie meets Godzilla, Jurassic Park. We're game here. You get what I'm saying. Got a lot of explosions and like Schwarzenegger's and everything. Somewhere we'll get him there. And Sly, we'll have Sly be in there too. Jorge Polito, if I'm saying that right. If you want to laugh some more, look up John Dellerman.
Jellerman. Oh,
Hey, meathead. Huh?
that's a Denmark show.
Yeah, it looks like a children's show.
Oh, it's probably not a kid show.
It says here, Denmark. Let's see what came out. Oh,
It's about a man with a very large appendage.
never mind. Yeah, it's something that was. Yeah.
It looks like a children's show, but it is not a children's show.
Yeah. Okay, I see what it is. Yeah. Okay, it's a man with an extraordinary penis.
Well, extraordinarily long. He can play tennis with himself, so to speak.
John Dillerman has an extraordinary penis. That's what it says here. The Danish equivalent of the BBC DR has a new animated series aimed at 4 to 8-year-olds about. I told you it was a children's series about John Dillerman, the man with the world's longest penis who overcomes hardships and shit. Wow. 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 Where was Andre? Wow.
I think you got a subject for tomorrow's morning show.
Wow. Not quite got to swim. I like Power Rangers, but I don't. They're a little too cheesy. We're a little bit more serious than Power Rangers, and not as. I mean, we're talking dinosaurs here. No, yeah, that does sound a lot like Power Rangers. God damn it! Why you got to be right? Roger Haynes sends us a thumbs up. I don't deserve that thumbs up now because
Denmark kind of schooled us right now.
not just that, yeah, and then I came up with Power Rangers. Fuck. Optimism for Star Wars now, guys. Does this info provide you gayness as $3 bills? Okay. Yeah. Alex, I'm not even sure how to react to this. Wow. Just fucking wow. I feel like I should call the police or something.
Jeez, all I can think of is I'm just going to be saying something like, "Well, the Danes, huh?"
Rob, this looks like a show you would come up with.
Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah, starring John Holmes.
No, even Rob knows that that's too rapey.
That's just weird. I mean, I could get it for a comedy show if it wasn't for kids, but why for kids?
Well, as someone who's been to Denmark, I mean, yeah, they're pretty open over there. But come on, there's lines even that you shouldn't cross.
Yeah, I mean, he's squirting lighter fluid into a barbecue with it.
Yeah, I don't know what to say about this. Joe Pat sent us what was it, a director's chair. Oh, thank you so much. Commander Ed Straker of Shadow says Karate Koalas in the Rain versus KK Killer Karens. That sounds like fun. That always sounds like, well, anything that kills KK Karens, right? No? Am I going too far? Yeah, too far. We lost everybody. What the fuck?
Yeah, I think this show kind of pretty much put a wet blanket, so to speak, on the high we had for all these other crazy stories.
This sucks. Yeah, me. It really sucks.
Koalas in the rain, koalas in the rain, no fucks given. Koala, koalas in the rain, koalas in the rain, no fucks given. Koala, koalas in the rain, koalas in the rain, no fucks given. Koala.
Okay. Stephen Hutton says, "What the hell, Denmark? You are drunk. They're worse than drunk. They're sick."
Denmark actually drink. They do drink a lot of beer. Denmark, if you want to, screw Germany. Denmark has got beer drinking down to an art form.
This isn't the kind of shit you come up after with beer, Rob. But anyway, Tiberius Monk says, Cobra Kai, Dino Fury, they fought Miyagi-Do. They fought each other. Okay, I got to do this right. Cobra Kai, Dino Fury, they fought Miyagi-Do. They fought each other. Now they fight Kreese's Dino Fury. This fall, we get Jurassic.
That's great.
All right. Willie Woodward says, his pitch. A guy travels to another dimension where monsters versus dino riding warriors. Turns out the monsters and dinos were creations they created as war machines. Well, of course they're war machines.
Where's
I like your thinking.
Where's Eagle Fang factor into that?
There it is. You got mutated eagles with teeth.
Exactly. Then Adam Wolford says, Ninja Baby Yodas versus Samurai Raccoons. Ooh, I like Samurai Raccoons. On dragons. Oh, you're adding dragons to the mix. Now we're getting crazy here. Island on plague vampire chickens.
Vampire chickens.
Chickens don't have teeth. Starring Dion Green in his black ass movies. You're getting there. Yeah, you get what I'm saying. It kind of, sort of. Yeah, we're getting there. Apologies, I am high. All silliness aside, has current announcements for Star Wars given a bit more optimism? Sorry, just being an idiot. Oh no, you're fine, Alex, sir. I figured you were kind of trying to say three things at once, but that's all good. I wouldn't say I'm optimistic for Star Wars, but I feel like they're taking a step in the right direction, at least on the certain fronts. The High Republic, no. The other stuff so far, sorta, kinda. Anything that Favreau's been involved in, this Feige announcement, stuff like that, I'm curious about. What about you guys? Script?
Well, I think we're going to be seeing a little bit of a creative tug of war with Disney for the foreseeable future, and it's up to the people to support and promote the choices that they make that are well, like that are good, that people appreciate and respect. So hopefully, it looks to me like Disney is desperate to get that Marvel formula into Star Wars, and they're doing it by way of Favreau and Feige, and now a couple of the writers that are coming over there. So Marvel's already in a good position. They can afford to make some sort of like transfer, so to speak, from one franchise to another, and still not. Yes, it's a transfer technically. Someone is in the infrastructure of Marvel doing well, and they decide, hey, I'm just going to transfer over to the the Star Wars department under Disney, and we're going to get that business back on track. And since Marvel's kind of almost automated at this point, they've got everything as a well-worked machine.
Mecca?
What was the question?
Are you optimistic for Star Wars?
No. No. I don't think anything you're going to do is going to really matter anymore. It's like they've pissed off their fan base, at least for me. They've kind of pissed me off for so long that, like, just give me Baby Yoda and don't make me watch the shows.
Rob?
I'm not optimistic. Curious. Want to see what more they can do, but I'm like, yeah, please just, it's already been foobarred, but it's going to take a long time for me to be optimistic.
All right. Commander Ed Straker of Shadow has another super chat for us. Says, or my original idea, so 80s topless biker girls riding dinosaurs, I'm on board, versus KK Karen Brigade in the Congo.
I think KK is Kathleen Kennedy.
Uh-huh.
Is it the Kathleen Kennedy Karen Brigade?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. That's actually not bad.
If we shoot it in Reseda, it'll be cheaper than the Congo, though.
Mm-hmm.
But you never know. Oh, yeah. Koalas sub to CBS All Access. Yeah, because they said koalas, where is it here? 70% of koalas have STDs. Where to go?
Oh, gosh.
I lost it. It was here. It's gone now. Karate koalas in the rain. That's right. They have no fucks to give. And in 3D, no less. Well, of course. You can't have boobs if they're not in 3D. Well, we got 7 people on board, so that's good.
All right, 7 potential customers.
That's right. Hey, we're getting there. We're getting there. I want to thank everybody for joining us. I know it's been a few days, at least, since we've had an After Dark show. We don't get to do these as often as we like to, but we do appreciate that you guys always come in and join us. Jeff is going live right now, I believe, on World Class. Is that what's going on, Mecca? Is that what you said? Somebody said.
Oh, I thought that was why you were saying people were dipping.
No. I meant, I was being rhetorical or whatever. But yeah, head on over there and tell them we said hey, but we're going to grab these super chats first. Is Star Wars getting less woke as Marvel gets more? Asked Nelson Sharita. I don't know. I don't know how woke Marvel is actually going to go right now, because I'm seeing less and less Captain Marvel business and more Spider-Man and other things kind of being involved. So we'll have to see. We'll definitely have to see. Taker 610 says richest man in world, African American, Elon Musk. Ah, Okay, yeah, I heard Elon Musk is now the richest man in the world.
Technically, he's African American.
Is he really? Was he born in Africa?
He's born in South Africa.
South Africa? Okay. I did not know that, but I kind of assumed that's what he meant. So the Jack of all trades, or Jack of all trades, Jack of all casuals says, shut up and take my money already, Tom. I will shut up then. So you guys can head on over to Jeff's and say hello, hello, hello. Okay, I thought we missed one, but we didn't. Oh, no, we got one here. That's it. If you don't have Mead live on this Monday, I'll cry because it's my birthday. Oh, that's right, Goddess of Whim. Happy birthday early. Hopefully we will have a Mead of some kind on Monday then for you. Can't guarantee it, but I will do our best. Mondays have been increasingly difficult, especially trying to navigate around everything. So I will do my best.
Yeah, there's a lot of shows from Midnight's Edge on Monday.
Not just that, but yeah, and then trying to navigate around everybody else's streaming and stuff like that. So I guess Jeff hasn't started yet, but go ahead on over there and park up and tell him we sent you and say hello and all that good stuff. And I think this is the first Midnight's Edge After Dark of the first of the year, isn't it?
I think so, yeah.
I think so. So Happy New Year to everybody. Happy birthday, Goddess of Whim on Monday. And yeah, thanks all of you for joining us. There was over 300 of you watching, and we appreciate it. And till next time, take care of yourselves and